Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you like the content. So today we are going to learn about core NiFi terminologies. So in which we will going to cover what is NiFi, how it's work, what is processor, what processor can do, flow file, connection, process group, and a controller service. So let's start with flow-based programming. So NiFi is working in flow-based programming. So flow-based programming is the black box process is connected by the data paths. So in which flow file is travels between one processor to another, and provenance is tracking at each the stage. And the next slide is NiFi. So how NiFi works? So NiFi is simply drag and drop design of data flow, as we already shown in the previous video. Also, it's execute processors on profile based on scheduling, and there are three repository which I already shows you in the architecture one. Profile repository tracks the metadata about the profiles, content repository store actual content, and provenance repository. So what is processor? So a processor is nothing just a unit of work performing operation on flow file. Capability of it is like ingest, transform, and route and deliver the data. So as we shown in like the GetFile and PutFile processor in our previous video. In next few minutes I will also showcase you over the UI also of NiFi. So what processor can do? So processor, as we see that it can get the data from one path and put it to the another one. So there are multiple processors there in the NiFi. So as of now there are more than 300 processors are there in the NiFi. So what is flow file? Flow file is nothing just content plus the attribute that store the content in binary format, and also it stores the attributes which are key value pair. Also it's stored in the flow file repository. So what is connection? Connection is nothing just a link between two processors. So it store the flow file queues and all. It's also take care of backpressure, priorities, and monitoring. So what is process group? Process group is logical container for processor connection and other groups. It's encapsulate the flow also. So like we can create one flow and give a name. So yeah. And what is controller service? So it's provide configuration and resource to the processors. The controller services are like DVCP connection pool, standard SSL context, and also it has a own life cycle of it, like enable and disable. And we can reuse same DVCP connection pool in multiple places. This is basic NiFi or architecture we already taken care. So let's go to the NiFi UI now. So as we shown in the last video, so this is the process group we have created in last video. So if I double click on this, so in which there is one flow which is used to create that, like get the file and put it into the another folder. So this is called processor get file. So if I do the right click of this, so it have multiple options like setting, scheduling, properties, relationships, and comments. So if I create any scheduling, so if I do a cron driven setting, like on which particular time I need to execute this flow, or a timer driven, like when I need to schedule this every second, every minute, whatever that I can do that. In setting I can provide a name of that processor, and in properties there are like path from which directory we need to get the file, any filter, anything else we need to do, we can configure here. So yeah, so now just I do it run once. So basically now we can check that. So from this get file to put file there is one connection. So this is called connection, in which there is one queue. So in this queue, if I do the list queue, so it's loading. So this is the flow file actually. So if I click, see, we can see the file name here, abc.txt, and it's providing like what is the queue duration, when it's come. If we do on like more like view details, so it's provide all the things, content and all. See, its owner name also, the username of that file, Also file creation time, file last access time, last modified time is also mentioned here. So we can check this in queue also. So yeah, and again if I do that run, also we can check again. So like input file is taken, but like still I have not start that put file folder. So in output folder file is not there. So once I run this folder, sorry, processor, if I do the run once and this flow file went ahead, and if I go here, see it's in today time and the file is here. So that's all thing we can do here in the NiFi. So yeah, if also I want to track anything, so I can check the view provenance as well, in which like it's give the provenance type like send, drop and things. So we will learn more about this in the future videos. For this video, these are the basic NiFi terminology which are useful. So yeah, that's all about this video. Thank you so much guys for watching my videos. Also please subscribe my channel, so it will be helpful for me also to create the future videos. Thank you friends.